Okay, we're finally made it to grands, Julian.
Let's go.
Yeah, another 5 versus Lexi match.
Yep. Another uphill battle for Fi.
Yep. And brought Tunic. That's interesting. Like going first, playing Art of War. I think that's playing Art of War's turn one's okay. Missed Tunic trigger, so already, you know.
Yeah, all right.
Didn't get the value out
It's
of
a
that.
little dicey, but it's okay. We're in the grandies, pressure's on,
Absolutely.
We can miss things, But no Breeze Rider either.
Yeah.
Another interesting one. He's not bringing the tank.
Yeah.
The fridge, as they call it.
Yeah, no fridge, but also opting to go first. Because I believe Liam was higher seeded, so he had the choice to go first or second here. I feel like going second is what you want to do into Lexi.
Yeah, I think the only problematic thing with that is if you draw a lot of 2-locks and the Lexi comes out, you're threatening multiple arrows with frostbites. Then your turn 2 starts looking a bit sad.
That is true.
So I guess avoiding that risk to go for a turn where I guess Lexi could veritably block out, but that you could leak something is probably the safer bet, I guess, out of the two would be the way that I view it.
Yep.
Maybe how Liam is viewing it.
I'm just thinking about tempo,
Yeah, I mean, maintaining tempo as an aggro deck, normally second is the way to go.
Yep.
But yeah.
And we've seen Seth, prior to this, on his turn 1, turn 0, just put, activate Alter, put an arrow in Arsenal and pass.
Yeah.
Which is not really something you want to be letting the ranger to do.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a tough call, either way. But no, Seth does have those arrows to actually just fully block this out. That is Phoenix Flame for 2. So probably worth blocking with a card here. Probably the Blizzard Bolt. If I were to guess. Or he's looking to take 2 and then put a Bolt and Shot in Arsenal. Or Blizzard Bolt in Arsenal.
Mm-hmm. I do like me a Blizzard Bolt.
That's a good ender right there.
Yeah. That's a great turn 1 from the 5-player.
Yep. Coming up to 6 damage in total. I feel like as Lexi,
chuck the arrows down.
Yeah, you just block the 6.
Yep. Time for a new hand.
You could take 6 here to put 1 arrow in Arsenal, but I don't feel like that's worth it unless it's a red Bolt and Shot. Because you have a lot of pumps that you can give Bolt and Shot going in regardless, right? Then maybe, but I don't know. That's a hard call to make.
Yeah, it is a tough call, but I think blocking is the correct play.
Yeah, and Seth opts to block.
Yeah.
Still leaking 1, but
yeah, I think Seth did all he could to block efficiently there, and Liam definitely happy with the damage pushed.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, well played to both players there. Let's see how they go moving forward.
Well, Seth's got an Art of War. It's pretty good.
Yeah, white border Art of War with black border cards. He wore the shirt to match today.
Yeah, he did. Black and white stripes.
That's it. Represent.
Yeah, just with his nails as well.
That's
black
it.
Nails, white hands.
That's it.
Funnily enough, I think you don't play the Art of War this turn. You play it next turn, or you just pitch it away for later on. I don't think you pitch it away personally, but out of the options, I feel like playing it for next turn is probably better when you have a 6-card hand on top of that.
Yeah, that's fair. It is pitched away though.
He has a 3 of kind.
Ah,
that makes more sense.
yeah.
Don't worry about us. When you see the full hand, it all makes sense, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. We just speak nonsense till we see the full hand.
Exactly.
That's what we're all about.
We don't know what we're talking about. What do you mean? We are but players.
Humble players.
I wouldn't say humble. Me anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Just for you though.
How dare you, sir? Yeah. So using the one floating, you put a Chilling Ice Vein in Arsenal, pitching a Frostlock to threaten the Chilling Ice Vein on hit. Still has 2 cards in Arsenal. So whether Liam actually decides to block this or not, he'll have 3 cards in hand. Probably threaten another arrow with his 2 pitch remaining, and then Arsenal 1, and maybe put another card in Arsenal, or maybe use Bullseye Braces instead of Voltaire.
Yeah.
For the second arrow.
Yep.
To grab that in there, to put it in Arsenal, shoot that arrow, and then as an instant, Arsenal the last arrow, and then Arsenal the Icequake.
Yeah, okay. Then being able to flip up next turn, generate that frostbite, have that arrow set up.
With a pump.
Yeah.
So you're setting up a big turn after.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a consideration for sure. It really depends on how Liam blocks, though. I feel like that's how Rangers should be playing.
Yeah.
Is depending on how your opponent blocks, is how hard you actually decide to push. But it looks like Liam's opting to block quite a bit here. I feel like this might be a turn where you just take damage and discard a card. But blocking 3 cards, as Seth, you're happy. You just pop a card in as an instant with Voltaire and then Arsenal the Icequake.
Yeah, that's another Art of War in hand as well.
Yeah.
Wow. Bolton shot goes in.
I mean, you might as well shoot it. Because if it hits, then, you just reload the other one.
Yeah, and I think he's looking probably to Arsenal this Art of War into the next turn to just continue these power turns. Taking 3 cards out, he knows he's not going to be threatened at all.
Yeah.
So we've got a full block here.
Yeah.
I think Liam's going to find that it's an uphill battle to get that tempo back.
It is.
Yeah. And on a turn like this, like you said, it may just have been better to take the damage, discard your 1 card, and then just crack back as best you can.
Yeah. Because you weren't creating any frostbites on that. It was just pay 1 or discard a card.
Yeah. And I saw from what looked to be a pretty good hand there, a couple of 0 cost, 3 go again. He had the Flame Call Awakening as well, which is quite a nice one.
Now this is an interesting hand from Seth's point of view.
Yep.
Art of War, Channel Lake, Endless Arrow, Bolton Shot. Don't know what color Bolton Shot. Might be a blue. But we know that you've got the Icequake in Arsenal.
Yep.
So regardless of how your turn's going to play out, you are going to be creating him a frostbite by flipping, like activating Lexi's hero ability. So yeah, you've got quite a few options. It's not an easy choice though. What are you thinking?
So let's see here. Well, I mean, he's already gone right ahead, so what does it matter what I think?
True.
So is this the Art of War we're seeing right here?
That is the Art of War.
Yeah, cool.
Drawing a Frostfang blue or yellow. I've seen him run yellows actually.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's the 4 breakpoint.
Yeah, right. Yep.
And it just gives him something to do on a turn that bricks, I guess.
Yep. Still works with your Icequakes.
It does work with your Icequakes. On top of that, pay 2 or discard a card. Chef's Kiss, great card.
Indeed.
Frostfang is underrated.
Good old Frosty Fang.
Yep. Yeah. So you got 1 refloating after playing the Icequake. So it really depends on what you want to do now. I think Voltaire, go again, Endless Arrow.
Yeah.
No brainer, but you got another Endless Arrow in hand.
Yeah.
So you could. It's hard because you don't really want to.
So we've got 1 pitch remaining currently. Is that right?
None.
None remaining.
He just fully blocked that. Oh yeah, no, you're happy if you're Seth right now.
Yeah. Wow. All the options for Seth.
Yeah, you put Endless Arrow in with +1.
Yeah.
Push damage across, goes back to your hand, put it in Arsenal. They never expect a second Endless Arrow.
Liam just shrugs. He goes, well, yeah, I guess that's 4.
It's +1 from the Art of War.
Oh, 5. And then he gets Frosty.
Yep.
The main machine.
I don't know. I imagine there's no way Seth wouldn't have shot that arrow.
Yeah. Oh, unlucky Liam. Look, you gave your best.
No, I think the app they're using has a debuff thing on it. So if you press the heart instead of pressing around it,
got it.
Go to a weird screen.
Cool. So yeah, does the 5, gives him another Frosty, and then Arsenal's the Endless Arrow.
It's a good shout.
Yeah,
again, you're feeling very happy if you're Seth right now.
Yeah, it's just about maintaining tempo as long as you can.
Yep. Liam, again, nerves not taking up Chinook when it passes to him. I believe he's only been playing the game for a couple months, so that's just something he'll get the habit of doing.
Yeah.
Even on off turns.
Yeah. A lot of triggers in fire, a lot of things going on, so not surprising.
Mm-hmm. And what are we seeing from Seth right here? So activate, just to get the extra Arsenal slot.
Yep.
That's what you want to see. Pitch the Amulet of Ice. Oh, is that another Channel Lake in his hand?
It looks like it is. And with the Ice Amulet, that's pretty peak.
Yeah. Thing is, I don't think you play it because you've got Chilling Ice Vein already.
Is that another?
And you want to fuse
shot?
it.
Is that a Bolden
That's
shot?
a Bolden shot.
Yeah. I mean, Ice Vein just does what Channel does, except it pushes that aggressive plan. You want to close out these games.
Yeah.
You have to close out while you're being disruptive, because if you go through all your disruption and then you try and close out with just those whatever arrows, that's when Fire goes, all right, now it's time for me to take some damage and send it. So,
exactly. I mean, it feels like at this rate, the way that Seth's drawing his disruption and just all of his power cards. I mean, he's pitched an audible, so he's already setting up for later on as well. He's not as if he's not thinking about that. He's putting himself in an amazing position right now. Like, he might even deck out the Fire with how much Fire's blocking on a single attack.
Yeah.
It's something to consider for if the game goes to that late,
Yeah, definitely.
Like, what is my game plan if I'm blocking but staying above 30 health? Am I really trying to, not really trying, really advancing my game plan at any point?
And another full block from Liam.
Yeah, and that's a free Endless Arrow being sent his way.
Yep.
And pay one to discard one, doesn't matter because he's on a card in hand. Yeah, you just Arsenal the Endless Arrow again. You want to keep that ice card in hand for A, blue pitch, B, fusing.
Yep.
Because your arrows already have enough disruption to actually, strip their hand.
Yeah, no need to push more damage or rush anything. You're just sitting pretty. Once the hand's gone, keep what you have, run it back.
Yeah, Endless Arrow, infinite arrow.
Endless Arrow, keep him in the loop, the endless loop.
Yep. I got another one. That's the third one.
Can it get any more endless than endless?
Endless times, endless squared, I guess, right?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well,
surely.
Mathematical on me, but
look, man.
Jeez.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm a thick plasterer.
We got three of a kind. Okay. Oh my, this is an insane turn. He just drew the Ice Quake so he could fuse all of his ice cards with that Ice Quake. He has the Endless Arrow in Arsenal. He's got a Pathing Helix to put a card back in Arsenal. You know what this turn is? This is a Perch Grappler's turn.
That it is.
You've got so many arrows in your hand and so many ways to get cards back into your arsenal. You are cracking your Perch Grapplers this turn.
It is likely. Let's see how it unfolds.
There's a lot to consider though.
Yeah, the cogs are turning in Seth's mind right now.
You need to keep an ice card to fuse for the initial disruption effect to get him to want to block. You've got the Endless Arrow already in Arsenal, so you already have to activate Lexi. That's happening regardless, which you just did, right? It's the ordering of things now. You could probably put the Frostlock, activate Voltaire, put Frostlock in, so then that is the disruption effect, right? If this hits, you cannot pitch or play zero cost cards. Already gets the +1. You fuse it with the Ice Quake that you drew, so all of a sudden you don't need any more ice cards after that.
Yep.
Move on to shooting the Endless Arrow for free because it's already in Arsenal, and you need a way to reload from Pathing Helix, right? It's not because Pathing Helix doesn't have reload, but the way it reads is if this hits and you have no cards in your arsenal, you may put a card into your arsenal.
Yeah.
So you're gonna work your way around that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to consider here.
Nuance, yeah, for sure. And if we look on the other side here, is that a double auto?
I think it's a Rise from the Ashes and an Audible.
Okay.
But still,
it's going to be heartbroken for poor Liam over there. But,
an Audible is not what you want to see on this turn, right?
No, it's really not, and that's one of those things with this matchup. Sometimes your threats don't quite line up, and for as long as Lexi has tempo, she can just sort of line things up in such a way that when you do draw that hand, well, she's the one aggressing, so you just need to hope she doesn't have that gas that's going to prevent you from then coming back in. And playing Rainbow of Disruptive Arrows, it makes it very hard for that to ever stop.
Absolutely. Opts to pitch the Frostlock for the Perch Grapplers here.
Yep.
Which is fine. It's what we're going to do from here. That's going to be the question, What's the play? He's still got 5 cards in hand. That's terrifying. 5 cards in hand, 1 in Arsenal, and all of his arrows would go again.
Yeah, pretty terrifying indeed.
Yeah, you start with the Endless. That's okay.
Yeah, start with the known entity.
Yeah, if he blocks this, you're happy because you're going to get all the extra. You're getting one, your other endless is going to get more value, but two, your disruption effects further down the line. Like you're saving them for later.
100%. Yeah.
I think it's smarter to not block this. He already has enough cards in his hand that it doesn't matter if this hits, right?
I mean, if it hits, it's coming again. It's coming again and again.
It is, but he's already perch grappled, so he can only get cards into his arsenal a finite amount of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so taking a 4 here. Yeah. So now he has 2 endless arrows in hand, which Liam doesn't know.
Yeah.
But hindsight, it was the right call to do it. Take the damage then.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the only times I'll ever say that about an endless arrow. Because the card that Seth really wants to hit here is Pathing Helix. Without that, he doesn't extend his damage past 3 arrows.
Yeah.
Pathing Helix lets him throw out a 4th arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think... So he's got 2 endless arrows, a Pathing Helix, an Ice Quake, a Channel Lake. What's the last card?
Not too sure. Haven't seen it myself. But in comes Endless again.
Yep. Letting it hit.
Yep.
Sure.
It hurts, but
it hurts.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. I think Seth at this point is trying to figure out how he's going to push Pathing Helix past.
Activates again.
There's the Frostlock. And yeah, he's still got the Channel Lake in hand, so...
Yeah, Frostlock. That's a mean one, Liam. Not going to be too happy about this one.
He had 2 Frostlocks in hand. That's what it was. That's gross. I love it.
Look, Frostlock's such a great card as well.
Yeah, and it's only useful in certain matchups as well. But when it's useful, it's backbreaking.
Yeah. I mean, it pitches 3 the rest of the time, right? So
yeah,
how bad can it be?
Exactly. Just discussing the logistics of how good Frostlock actually is.
Yeah.
He's still got 3 cards in hand. I mean, bright side from Liam's perspective, you don't have... he doesn't have Voltaire now. So you do just block this out. Like, you have to.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, so he's blocked with with the cards that cost 0.
Yeah, okay.
To potentially CNC next turn. Yeah, you bullseye this.
Yeah, 100%.
Thing is, I think that hits. I mean, it's coming in 5, so unless he blocks with Mask here, this hits, and then another Endless Arrow goes in.
Yeah, so if he's blocking, then all he's left with is Art of War. It's going to be an Arsenal pass.
Yeah, but I think you have to, right? This threatens more damage.
Yeah. It's going to get far too out of hand.
I wonder how much pitch Seth has remaining, because you could just play the Channel Lake out here. Not that it would do anything.
Don't think he has any pitch remaining.
Yeah, I don't think he does, so that's fine.
Yeah.
That was still a nuts turn.
Yeah, really.
Took the last of his equipment, realistically, and, I mean, he forced him to block with a CNC. That's big.
Yeah. Great turn there from Seth. And yeah, it looks like Arsenal that Art of War. Pass it back and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean,
Fly just hanging in there, hoping that Seth eventually hits that sort of mediocre hand.
I mean, what the Fly really doesn't want to see right now is Phoenix Flame.
True.
Phoenix Flame would be backbreaking.
Yeah, and I mean that's the problem. When you shut out the game this long, having never had tempo, you've not had that opportunity to play those cards that find those Phoenix Flames and put them where you want them. So now the odds of you drawing those sort of dead cards at this point are quite high.
Mm-hmm. Thing is, Seth still has a lot of work to do to close out the game.
Absolutely, but he's definitely poised to do so.
Absolutely, yeah, 100%. And yeah, Blizzard Bolt with fusing with Channel Lake again, just constantly showing this Channel Lake. When am I gonna play it? When am I gonna play it?
Reminds me of the Starbo days. Just hanging on to those, what's it called? Those pulses.
Yeah, I mean, at least with Starbo, you kind of understood like what he was playing by what he revealed.
That's true.
For the most part. Not always.
But let's not compare Starbo to Lexi.
No.
Starbo was a freak.
Different power level
He was
entirely.
a freak.
Yep. Glad he's gone. The meta's been a lot more diverse.
Yeah, it's been really good. Yeah, getting back into it. A lot of cool heroes being played. A lot of diversity across all the road to Nats from what I've seen, which is a really good thing to see.
Yeah. And it's kind of cool that a lot of these aggro lists do actually have a game plan into some of these, more defensive lists now as well.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of sort of combo type finishes have been allowed in like a lot of these aggro decks, and it's something they do really need.
Yeah. We're seeing a defensive Art of War here.
Yeah, okay.
Picked +1/+1 because he had Tunic available. I don't know what else he did, but
I assume that's a blue Blizzard Bolt.
Could be yellow.
Yellow, coming in for 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so being able to block that for 4 is pretty nice there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're Seth again, you're happy that you just used the Art of War defensively, right? Like it's
but also as far finding your in, using this defensively to maintain the rest of your hand to be able to have a turn to try and steal back that tempo. That's a big thing for Liam.
Yep.
And seeing 2 endless arrows, he's probably actually pretty happy with that, knowing that there's no more disruption to come.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if you're Seth, you still shoot one of the endless arrows.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I think you threaten go. You give it go again because there's still threatening spell spites as well, right?
True. Yeah. From the first arrow. Yeah.
But you're not too phased if it doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see Tunic get used here.
Yeah, he's got Lava Late and Loyalty as well, which can block pretty well, but the rest of his turn's pretty bad.
Yeah.
If he blocks with it.
You might want to be using that.
Yeah.
I suspect. Does Tunic have another 3 turns of value in it? That's the question.
He doesn't think so.
Yeah.
And opposite
I
block
don't think so either.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you're Seth here, do you shoot the last endless arrow? Or do you keep it?
I keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's negligible at this point, and that the potential for like another Art of War or 3 of a kind turn in your next turn is enough for me to want to keep those arrows around to really just put the pressure on. Yeah.
Makes sense. And again, it's what is opted into doing.
Yep.
And we're looking at, the Spreading Flames turn coming out for Fi. I mean, I feel like if you're Fi at this point, you just throw out whatever you have.
Yep.
Spreading Flames, Sword, into Blaze Headlong, into Phoenix Flame. Cool. That's a turn.
Yeah.
You're not drawing a card off it, but it's pushing something down.
Throwing it at the wall and you're hoping it sticks. That's
exactly.
It.
Need that grippy hand again.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're Seth, I think you just unless your hand is horrendously bad, you just take this. Like you've got enough of a health buffer that you can, really push to keep tempo.
Yeah.
Yes, not needing the Bolton shot is fine.
Yeah. Well, he suspects a 3rd attack. I guess he's checked his hand. He's going, I'm probably not using this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Taking 2. Not a bad crackback turn.
Yeah, I mean, look, Liam got to do something. He's happy. He's no doubt happy about that.
Got to play his cards.
Yeah. He's been sitting there blocking the whole time, so it's been a bit tough. But see what happens from here.
Mm-hmm. Lexi, there's that Channel Lake.
And that's the thing. Even if it's an off turn, and you're just playing like Channel Lake and shooting 1 arrow, it's still just so disruptive to that fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, because it's not just playing a channel link; it's creating a frostbite.
Exactly,
Revealing it,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
your first thing, even if it costs 0, is going to cost 2.
Hitting them with the double.
Yeah. And yeah, Pathing Helix. It's probably just coming in for +1. No, you still throw and go again. I think.
I think so. Yep.
Like
to be able to then endless arrow and then put it back into your arsenal.
Yeah, depending on if he blocks or not. Like, if we're looking at his hand, you know, he definitely can block this and block the endless arrow follow up as well.
That's the thing, if you're Seth, you're happy if he's blocking.
Yeah.
It gives you more opportunities to find those Art of War hands, find those 3 of a kind hands, and just close the game out.
Exactly. And I actually think if you're Seth, you just Arsenal this last card. You've got a channel like out, he's blocked 2 cards, and you've got a 6-card hand. That's a good turn.
Yeah, seems good. And again, it's one of those things, you know, he is, Liam's opted to block. He's crippled his turn effectively. Seth knows he doesn't need to do any more. There's no need to just push that extra cute 4 damage, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
Let it lie. Move on to the next turn with that value of having 2 cards in arsenal.
Yeah. I would love to have a counter for how long he's had an endless arrow in his arsenal for. Like how many turns, you know?
Just a little. Doink, doink.
Yep. It ticks up every turn.
Yeah.
He's gotten because he did the same against me in quarters. Had endless arrow up, just like in his arsenal, infinitely.
Yeah.
And was using it to clear my dragons.
Card's a pest.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if I'm playing something like a Guardian that's swinging the Righteous Cleansing at Lexi, that's a card I'm looking to get rid of, you know?
Get it out of there.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Good old Righteous Cleansing. Maybe it's going to make a resurgence.
I love that card.
It's a good card. Is it good enough, though? That's the thing.
Oh, it costs 7, so probably not. Especially with all this disruption, right?
Yeah, you need cards that do things now.
Yeah. Yeah, coming in with a Blizzard Bolt. I like it. So he's got an Amulet of Ice out, he's got a Channel Lake out, and he's got a Blizzard Bolt. I don't think it's been fused though. He does have a Rain Razors in hand.
Yeah.
So this could really like step up the turn, or you can keep it for the turn after.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like you feel bad either way, you know?
What's the other card in hand, do we know?
Bolt and Shot.
A Bolt and Shot.
So
okay.
on comboed together.
Yeah.
Feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep. As an attack reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why not? You know, if Liam's not going to block, you want to make sure that your disruptors attacks are hitting.
Yep. And this is a Bolt and Shot for 6 as well. If this hits, he gets reload, but it already has go again, so he's not phased about that. This is just pushing damage.
Yeah. 100%.
If Liam doesn't want to block here, the Bolt and Shot, then he probably will send the Endless Arrow out.
Yeah. Because this is representing another Frostbite. And then another one thereafter.
Oh no, the Blizzard Bolt wasn't fused.
Oh, it wasn't fused?
No.
Okay.
So it's just the one Frostbite.
Liam might veritably be thinking about taking 12 here and going down 4.
Yeah, that's a rough time, right?
It's tough. I mean, I don't know what his Arsenal card is.
Renegade.
No, so very mediocre.
That's a head jab. We don't care about a head jab.
Yeah. We wanted to see like an Art of War there or something, really.
Yeah.
Partial block.
I don't know. I feel like if you're going to block, you just want to stop the Endless Arrow from going back to Arsenal.
Yeah. I agree, yeah.
He's got like a couple of cards that do block for 3 though, so...
Yeah, if you're not blocking out, I'm taking 6 here. I'm waiting for that Endless Arrow, really.
Yep. Took 4, and then yeah. So that was Bolt and Shot for 7, and then Endless Arrow for 6. Two of those cards block for 2. Yeah,
Hurts the soul.
It really does, but at the same time, you know, this is the aggro life, right?
Alright, so, yep, he's up to full block.
Yep. Yeah, just, I think that's half of his deck gone, just from blocking.
Yeah, crazy.
Seth doing work.
Definitely.
I think Seth's really happy right now, because like, at this rate, you know, he's got full tempo, he's got an Amulet of Ice out, so he can just do another setup turn as long as it has some slight disruption in his current hand. Like, he's happy to take, 14, 15 damage just to be able to set up that 6-card hand again.
For sure.
And just have tempo for the rest of the match.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one for Fire to get back.
Yeah. Oh, activating Voltaire on Fire's turn?
Okay.
Three of a kind. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Tunic up, which is excellent.
I feel like you would have used Tunic for three of a kind, just to keep the option for Ice Fusion available in case you don't draw an ice card.
Yeah, definitely a consideration there for Seth.
Yeah. Like, I know for the most part you're drawing 3 cards, so you're probably going to be able to use them efficiently.
Yeah.
But playing safe by keeping an ice card in hand is not a bad idea.
Yeah, no, I definitely think you're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just checking how many three of a kinds and Arvors you got left in the deck, you know.
I think that's all of them.
Yeah, that's the last three of a kind.
I think you might have one more Arvor.
Yeah. That was the one he pitched at the start of the game. Yeah, Chilling Ice Vein to start it off, but I don't think he has an ice card in hand, and I think this is where the conversation from earlier.
Yeah, the awkwardness of it comes in.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's likely realised, and he's probably kicking himself.
Yeah. I mean, look, either way, there's still a three of a kind turn.
Yeah.
Like, nothing to...
Be cool. You got this.
He can still shoot 3 arrows, which is threatening lethal.
Yeah.
And it looks like, Liam has some cards that actually block fairly well. Minnowism not being one of them. So, maybe not a terrible hand to block with.
Mm.
The breaking points feel bad because, you kind of want to just throw them at them with the rupture effect, but, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if there's no one hits here from Liam, you just take this. Like, unfortunate as it is, like, there's no reason not to take it,
Yeah.
You can't block it efficiently, and you kind of want to disrupt his turn, so any on hits really, that's what you're looking out for.
Yeah.
Like, this might be a better consideration to block.
Yeah.
We do know he has Ronin Renegade in Arsenal, so as long as he can go 3 wide with his current setup, like his current hand, he may just take this as well.
Yeah. Problem is that buffer that Seth has built up, 27 to 8.
Yep.
It's going to be quite the mountain for Liam to climb.
Yeah, it's more so about losing the Arsenal, right? Like double
Yeah.
Arsenal. But obviously Seth, seeing him block that, pretty happy about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Did pitch a Rain Razors as well, so again, setting it up for later on if he needs it. That an Art of War? That's an Art of War.
It looks like the last Art of War.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we're going to see Seth just say, yep, give it to me.
Mm-hmm. What you got?
That's it.
Yeah, Phoenix Flame for 1, and then it'll be Lava Burst for 5. Like, you just play it out. Like,
Yeah.
You don't know if you'll have an opportunity to play it out later.
Yeah. Seth definitely taken all of that.
Yep. Not having to worry about master momentum,
He wants all the smoke.
Yeah. So funnily enough,
All right, we're going to see Tunic now into AO dub.
I mean, I feel like you just shoot an arrow. You've got Rain Razor and AOW. You could just kill them if he doesn't outright block properly.
True. Surprise attack with the Art of War.
The instance,
Yeah. It's very cheeky. And yeah, particularly with Bulb Shot. Yeah, definitely agree.
It's
He's going to have to overblock knowing Rain of Razors is coming. And at that point, Art of War just pushes it that one over.
Yep.
And then all hell breaks loose.
Exactly. But even if he gets greedy and doesn't block anything here, that's potential lethal, right? Like, depending if that's a red and molten shot. I mean, he blocks, so it's it's blocked 5. Yep, Rain Razor. Art of War. Draw 2. Hey, look, another molten shot.
Another Bulb Shot and an arrow.
Oh, that's
Oh no,
gross.
it's what's it called?
It's a blizzard, doesn't it?
Nah, it's
That
the one that
Blizzard
makes
shot.
them discard.
Oh, okay. Winter Spite.
Yeah, Winterspite.
Yeah. Anyway, another Bolton shot's like perfect right now. And I don't know if Seth has any pitch remaining at the moment. But that's what the tunic's for, right?
Yeah, he has used all three. So one for the arrow, one for R4, and one for.
Well, the Bolton shot's free. But I think it was a yellow Blizzard Bolt that he pitched.
Yeah, the first one, right?
Yeah.
The first arrow? Yeah.
Yeah, he's able to block 3.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, 2. And that's game.
That's game.
Had a Phoenix Flame in hand. I think that's more than once we've seen Phoenix Flames come to, disrupt the blocking situation.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's a tough matchup for Phi. It's going to be interesting to see how that deck develops in the future, and congratulations to Seth.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing him in Nationals.